This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And if you roll another blunt and keep your mouth shut, I tell you how I became the wicked nigga they call your mindful. Blackout, 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 yeah. Hey, blackout, man. They speak highly of me when I raise my voice. I gotta shoot a fucking free throw to make my point. My wittiness leave them stuck in the
Yep, and we're back. Yeah, I caught myself. Cause now I just realized, I was like, wait a minute. This feels like it's been like mad long. Okay, so after classes are another dreary pass. This time even Yahiko's stolen into his desk, murmuring nonsensical words under his breath. The moment the bell rings, Masato blazes into the classroom and lunges for me. I instinctively crawl beneath the desk, bracing myself for full measure of his fury. You! I glance from the classroom. Yahiko is blankly staring at Masato. Elizabeth is once again immersed in the conversation with her groupies. Mizaki. I wave frankly in her direction, but she's too immersed in her phone to pay me any heed. You know how many days you skipped track? 3? Wrong. The answer is too many. Hey, look, I've been busy. Like, how have you been? Busy what? Napping? Eating? Thinking? Sleeping? Like, is it true that you are a battle rapper now, Yama? Like, I don't know what he's talking about. But the main thing is, he's got a point. You disappoint me, man. Yeah, join the club. Damn it, just stop dishing. Well, I can't blame him. Ruby strides into the room. She hesitates when she sees Mizaki, but shakes it off in the blink of an eye. What makes you say that, huh? Well, you know, all you talk about is track. Yama's pretty tired of hearing it by now. But I just don't run. I can swim too, and do basketball. She ignores him and approaching Mizaki and smiles gently at me. Don't worry, Mr. Ryuda says that you're not in trouble. Oh, Mr. Ryuda, why would... Oh, right, Shoji. Shoji's the fight, yeah. But that's not important right now. She has to save me from Misato. Say, Rui, don't you think it's awfully late? We should be... But Mizaki rushes in front of me, reaching for Rui's hand. Rui, I need to speak to you about... Rui only steps back, both of us staring blankly at Mizaki. Why won't you listen? I told you the other day, leave me alone. It's you who isn't listening. She whips around on one heel and marches out of the room. Shake it. Shack it. That sounds worse. This is it's too great. Wait, what did you just? But she flies past me and sprints out the room, right on Rui's heels. Misato stares wordlessly at her back, mouth agape. That girl, Miyazaki, was she talking street? Talking what? Nothing. Ain't nothing. Wait, did you understand her? Hang it. You're changing the subject again, ain't you? What? Me? No. You gotta come to track, man. I'll drag you there myself. Time to resort to drastic measures since I was ditched by everyone. Actually, where did Yahiko go? Huh, that's weird. Well, what's it gonna be? Oh, would you look at the time? I gotta go. Don't you do it, man. Don't! I promptly run for my life, lunging over the desk and chairs, bowling down the hallway. There's only one safe place from being bulldozed by his fury. One place that can be a haven for a refuge. I slam my fist against the door, ignoring the bewildered stares of passing students. Mr. Ryan, open the door before I before I die. Come on, bro. Help, help. Dag nabbit kid. Like, why do you always gotta interrupt me in the middle of the battle? Nevertheless, the door creaks open. I opened, I jumped in and shut the door, twisting the lock with what may or may not have been more force than necessary. Mr. Rail was staring at me with eyebrows lifted and mouth agape, no doubt taking in my unkept mass of hair and sweat beating on my forehead. First a fight, now running from somebody? You just love trouble today, don't you, kid? Probably more like trouble loves me. Kid, important life lesson. Trouble only finds people who are looking for it. So basically, I deserve everything that happens to me. But I didn't say that. Just sometimes people who want more in life, sometimes people who want nothing more in life than to go through, do nothing significant, and pass on in peace. Well, they actually want a whole lot more. I don't understand. Well, then maybe we should talk about something else. I hesitantly take a seat and glance over my shoulder. No sign of marvelous mouse. Since you're here, I guess we'd better have a proper session. Why are you being chased by him? Too popular with the girls? As if. It was Masato Kurigane. He loves track and I don't. So he's trying to change that. I presume it's not working out so hot for you. Yeah, you can say that. Actually, it seems like Masato's always been on my case because of track. Even the first time we met. Well, it was last year's club recruitment day. I remember hating that time. Well, to be fair, I hated everything. But especially club recruitment day. No matter how quiet and insignificant I tried to be, someone would always call out every minute. They try to get me to join language club or music club or art club or even squirrel watching club. As you can imagine, by the time I met Masato, I wanted nothing to do with clubs, especially from someone who, frankly speaking, looked like a stereotypical idiot jock. Ugh. Running out of voices. I said running out of voices, running out of... This might be my last one here. As you can imagine, by the time I met Masato... Oh yeah. So especially from someone who, frankly speaking, looks like the stereotypical idiot jock. Hey, you! But contrary to belief, I actually did some semblance of matters. So I stopped and turned to address the bothersome kid. Not interested. I expected some fake smile or even some pleading, but to my shock, the guy immediately pulled back his fist and socked me right in the face. Ow, what the hell? Don't give me that bull. I ain't even said anything yet. Awfully rude of you to not even give me a chance. Awfully rude of you not to give me a chance. You know what we call that? Uncivilized. I'm uncivilized? You're the one who just punched me. Oh, you big baby. That wasn't even a gentle tap. The terrible thing was that he looked completely serious about it. To be honest, I briefly entertained the thought that he was part of an abusive household or something. Of course, the guy took my thought silence for penitence and steamed ahead. That's more like it. Name's Masato. Masato Kurigane. What's yours? Leaving. You're leaving? Yeah, right now. Call me rude, but I was at my breaking point. Getting a fist straight to the nose wasn't exactly welcoming. I might have admired this guy's courage and disregard for social necessities, but other than that, he bugged me a lot. I see what you did there. But you can't leave. Not before you join track. Track? Yeah, our club, man. Join track. It bonds you for life. Join track. Makes you sweat. Join track. Gives you pain. Join track. Stretches your physical constitution till you think you're gonna die. Join track. This guy thought I was that was a great sales pitch. He had a long way to go. Yeah, not interested. That ain't all, man. Track can save your life, just like it saved mine. Save his life. Yeah, right. Good for you. Ain't it? Track's literally a lifesaver, man. Thanks, but no thanks. Hey, where you going? I'm just getting to the best part. I cried on the inside, but patiently nodded my head. If you get good enough, you can get a scholarship. This place ain't. This this place don't come cheap, you know. Even a little amount would help your parents. Things are beginning to make sense. Is that why you're in track? Come to think of it, you still haven't told me your name. Interestingly enough, I found that I was actually beginning to like this guy. At least he wasn't superficial like everyone else. If anything, he was opposite. He wore his heart on his sleeve. Besides, I needed something to do while Rui was in drama. What else was I going to join? Dance? Squirrel watching? I'm Yama. Yama Ishimoto. Huh? What kind of name is that? My parents like poetry. No way. Oh gosh, he was probably gonna rant about how poetry and literature was a waste of time. Who's their favorite? Masayo Basho? Kabayashi Issa? Or maybe foreign guys like Edgar Allan Poe or William Shakespeare? What the? You like poetry? Of course I do. Poetry is the manliest way to cry. This guy only got stranger. What about literature? Manliest way to hate people. Science? Manliest way to take stuff apart. Math? Manliest way to put stuff together. History? Manliest way to predict the future. Not bad. I'm waving my fingers at that one. By any chance, what are your grades? Average of 99. No way, the highest class average I ever had was a 92. This guy was smarter than me. I don't understand you at all. It's okay. You don't need to. You just gotta join track. On second thought, I didn't think he was smarter. He just studied harder. Still, it took guts and passion and everything I didn't have. Okay, I'll try it out. But only for a little bit. Ha! I knew you'd come around. Come on, let's get let's get to track. Already? Don't you have other like unfortunate recruits? Nah. The others will take care of them. Let's go. And that was how I met Masato. I was never really a track member, but for some reason he always wanted me to be. Even now, I don't understand why. He probably just wants to help people become their best. And why would he pick me when there's so many other people who would love track and running competitions and all that crap? Isn't that the whole point of picking you? Because I'm useless, so turning me into somebody useful means a lot? Nah, because you're a challenge. You know, that doesn't exactly make me feel any better. Why not? You should feel very loved. Oh, I do. A bit loved. A bit too loved. Masato probably sees you like a little cousin or little brother. Do you know that? What Masato does? Why would he do that? You know, kids, sometimes there's just nice people in the world and you shouldn't question it. True. And sometimes there are ulterior motives behind everything. Masato Hiragane, ulterior motives? Well, that's true, I guess. It's not like Masato would fake anything. But it still doesn't make any sense. Like, why would he choose me, a random stranger, as his little brother? To be honest, I usually thought of Masato as my little brother, since he's, you know, kind of obtuse and not cynical and embittered about the world. Something like that. Kind of innocent. Maybe you shouldn't be asking why your friends love you, Yama. Maybe you should be looking for ways to return that love instead of looking for ways to deserve it. That sounded really cool, didn't I? I'm leaving. Oh, come on, kid. That was good. Admit it. Like, yo, That was swag. That was swag impeccable. I admit, I'm still leaving. He only chuckles and slaps a hand on my shoulder. Have a good day, kid. Hold on 1 second, cause watch right when I. Okay, we're still good. All right. I only nod wordlessly in response as I step out of his office. My throat almost feels clogged as if I heard something that I really, really needed to hear. Maybe these meetings are really a good thing. Whoa! Move them legs! Filthy maggots! Move them! Double time! I peer around searching for the source of the voice and find the Curie racing around the entrance. I'm so happy I did not attempt that one. I thought that was Masato, yeah. Well, lumpy backpack slugged over his shoulders. Ah, Schlarge! Please, pretty please, I've been running 6 miles. I swear I'm gonna collapse. I shouldn't be able to hear you all. I shouldn't be able to hear you over the sound of your tears. Private, hop to it. Akira? I gingerly step in front of her and wave to catch her attention. She grinds to a halt, tilting her head curiously at me. What are you doing here? I'm here for the drama club, of course. But no one is here. I'm doing immersion exercise, Loot. An immersion exercise? Yep, I need to act half dead from a boot camp. So I'm gonna run a mile around the track with this backpack. A mile? But that backpack looks as big as her. Boot camp? Is that why you calling me Loot? Nah, I'm calling you Loot because Loot is short for Lieutenant. Oh, that was me, Lieutenant. Well, darn my socks, you don't catch on fast. Oh, don't you catch on fast. Usually your antics would annoy me, but for some reason it's soothing right now. Like white noise in a messy world. Do you really do things this intense for drama club? No. This is easy. You should have seen what I had to do yesterday. I was a sadistic serial killer. Wow. I was a sadistic serial killer. What did you do for that? I ate a bunch of cereal. Not sure whether to feel relieved or exasperated. Same. Say, Lieutenant, if you don't have anything to do right now, why don't you join us? We're doing exercises that you might like. What makes you think I like them? From what Rui says. What exactly does she say? That you're that you'll like exercises? That's clinic. Wait, that's psychologic. On the contrary, it has nothing to do with bikes. Well, technically, I don't have anything to do. Wait, Rui will be there. Yeah, I thought a silent Akira would be a blessing, but it's just unsettling. Rui has something to do today. Rui has something to do today. But if you come tomorrow, you can watch her be dazzled the crowd. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it? Oh, it is. You don't know what day of the week it is, do you? It's Tuesday for my character. And in my defense, there's half a day on Saturdays. Just no clubs, which is kind of important. She doesn't seem to hear me. Instead, she just checks her phone for time. Hey, boot camp is ending. What about your mom? Let's go. She reaches out and grabs my wrist, but suddenly lets go. Oh my goodness, yo. Getting tired of that. I really am. How far? Okay. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. Pretty sure it wasn't none that crazy important. I gotta watch this daggone. I'm gonna just mess with this. I mess with the pointer. I said the pointer and mouse, cause every time I hit the enter button, some bull happens. Okay, so adventure awaits. Without any further explanation, she marches into the classroom building. This should be interesting. Kira leads me to classroom 3A, where a dozen students are seated in a ring. Looking expectantly at Kira, one of the girls immediately leaps onto her feet. I recognize her as the drama club president. Where have you been? Yeah, where have you been, maggot? You know how late it is? Immediately, Kira stumbles forward as she is dead exhausted, the book bag sliding from her shoulders and crashing to the ground. Sorry, sir. I had a detour. A detour? What kind of detour can you take on training course? Akira is Akira right now. Points a trembling finger in my direction. He jumped on me, sir. Out of nowhere. I don't even know how he got here. All eyes swerved to me, waiting to see how I handle the sudden development. They probably expected me to dodge out to freeze or just to stare at them like a bunch of weirdos. Heck, I'm even expecting me to do something like that along those lines. But instead, sheer instinct takes over, and a year of make-believe or Rui molds me into what is needed at the moment, a foreign spy who happily stumbles upon a military operation. Sorry, I'm a tourist. Lost my way. I move my hand to my hip where my imaginary gun holster lies. Surprisingly, the club president is perceptive enough to catch it. He's a spy! Right as I pretend to whip out my gun, Kira tackles my arm, throwing me into the ground. I feel a shot of pain ringing my shoulders, ripping a small cry of agony from my throat. He's like, Akira proceeds to driftily lock my arms behind my back, leaning over until her mouth is next to my ear. Drop the gun. Through the haze of pain, I manage to hold my character together. Kira nudges my arm gently this time, and I yell, opening my hand and releasing in a release of motion. Sir, what should we do? The club president kneels down to look at me in the eyes. I tilt my head up, staring challengingly as possibly as I can. Nice one. Strangers don't usually pick up so easily. The entire room relaxes as she sits before me, bowing her head slightly. Welcome to the drama club. I'm the president. Sorry you came in on a pretty hectic day. No, it was interesting. Akira, can you let go of me now, please? Akira suddenly squeaks, lunging away from me, and an uncharacteristic blush crawls to her cheek as she vainly attempts to cover her face with her hands. It's really unusual for her, but kind of cute. Almost reminds me of Rui. I suppose they rub off each other at some point. Quickly disregarding those thoughts, I focus back to my physical status and move my arm to this regular person. It twinges painfully. I can't hide the wince, but the club president immediately notices. Oh gosh, are you okay? I test my arm for a moment. The pain subsides, probably just overstressed it slightly. Nah, I should be fine. It's nothing compared to what it's not compared to what Mickey made me do before. Did I hurt you? I'm really sorry, Yana. Yeah, it's fine, really. Are you sure? It's unsettling to see Kira so meek. I glance at the club president and raise an eyebrow. She seems to understand. Well, let's try some basic exercises before our next scenario. Stelvanovsky magic. What? Eh, something magic ifs, everybody. The rest of the drama club spent time playing around with different objects, pretending that pencils are bombs, chairs are clouds, and desks are shields. It's amazingly refreshing. Almost forgotten at how fun it was to just put everything aside and be in a completely different world. And when the club's been dismissed, I feel a sense of lightness that I haven't felt in a long time. Hey Lou! Akira pops up next to me now to return. Now return to a cheery self. Hey, where you headed? Home. Don't you live on Dorms? I live in the world. Therefore, anywhere I go is my home. Bizarre as always. Only thing I've grown to understand about this girl is that I'll never understand her. Right, seriously, where are you going? Come to think of it, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Catch you later, Lou. See you later. Without any further explanation, she walks away. I draw a shrug off my confusion, attempting it as a norm when one speaks to Akira, and head back to my apartment. Except something stops me at the entrance. By this, all students are living uptown or doing who knows what in the student rec center. Nobody just hangs around the entrance for most. For most, the bar gates and curfew are just another sign of restriction instituted by helicopter parents. But beneath the shade of a tree in the far corner, I catch sight of two figures facing each other with hands on hips. I inch forward. The figures are none other than Mizaki and Rui immersed in a conversation. Must you keep ignoring me, Ryu? Because you've been gone for 4 years, Mizaki. We didn't know where you went or even why you had to leave. All these years, Yama and I were left in the dark. For all we knew, you could have been dead. How could you expect us to act like you never left? I still don't understand how Yama can be so forgiving after he almost... You know what? I'm tired of this. Just don't speak to me again, Mizaki. She turns to stalk off, but Mizaki grabs her wrist in a blink of an eye. I'm not letting you go. I'm not letting you walk away again, damn it. Do you believe that I wanted to leave Seto to move to District 6 with my mother, who, by the way, doesn't even deserve to be called my mother? What I don't understand is why you keep blaming me for something I couldn't control. Mizaki's sudden outburst seems to catch Ruri off guard. District 6 doesn't deserve to be called mother? Just what happened to Mizaki after she left Seto? Mizaki, you're hurting my wrist. I'm sorry, Rio. I shouldn't have. The two girls seem to avoid each other's gazes for an awkward moment, but Ruri is the first to speak, her voice coming out barely in a whisper. Half a year after you left, we gave up. We thought you'd never contact us again. I was okay, but Yama, he thought someone had left him. Again, forever. Oh, what was that? He thought that people would just keep leaving him, that no one would be by his side. He locked himself in his room, pulled himself into a shell. I couldn't reach him. No one could. He didn't trust any of us to stay. Then I dropped by his house one day and the medicine cabinet was open. This huge bottle was gone. You mean... Yeah, you know how hands off his parents have always been. The ambulance barely made it in time. They had to start pumping him on site. That's how bad it was. It was really that bad. So understand why I was so upset. I had no idea, real. Just where were you, Miki? Why couldn't you just... Rui breaks off and covers her face with her hands. Zaki's expression crumples and she hesitantly reaches towards Rui. Rui promptly kicks her in the shin. Dummy Mickey, why did you take so long? Yo, why weren't you there for Yama? Why weren't you there for me? I missed you. And now they're draped against each other, sobbing like newborn children. What just happened? I quietly inch away from the scene, feeling the sudden sense that they need their privacy. At least they made up, well, from the looks of it. Almost like Ruri was just really overwhelmed from keeping secrets. My memory of that time is faint, but hers must have been crystal clear. Her terror, her anguish when she stumbled on me must have been festering inside her all these years, because mentioning anything could have sent me over the brink. She always had fake smiles. Put me first. Picked me up when I've fallen down. Something itches the back of my mind. A weird dizziness starting to overcome me. I force it back until I can become more detached. I really don't want to think about that time. But thankfully I can suppress it for now. My goodness, man, these chapters. Man, those 1 to 2 scenes are always long, yo. Alright. But Ruri, she was never one to hide away from her feelings. She faced that pain full force. Little wonder that seeing Miki again had brought all of that to the surface. And Miki, she said she moved to District 6 with Satomi. Something she hadn't told me when I first saw her 2 days ago. Why was she resent her mother so passionately? Also, why would they move to District 6, the most poverty-stricken area of Ishimu? Certainly makes me curious, but then again, it's really none of my business. At least she and Ruri are friends again, so maybe now the three of us can go back to the way we were. I doubt it. Alright, y'all. We're gonna cut off here. Peace out.
Mixtapes. Bitches say they wanna cuff me, I'm hip. Low-key, they just wanna fuck me, I'm hip. Niggas going broke, buying liquor, trying to get bitches drunk just to hit. Talking down on the hoe, but low-key, he in love with that bitch, I'm hip.